What's going on, everybody? It's Kobe Massey here again with another lesson, another song to teach you. And today's song is a request by one of my subscribers, and I appreciate that. And that's what I encourage, because that's how I know what y'all want to hear and what I could go to try to learn and teach y'all, because sometimes I just draw a blank. And not all requests will get answered, but I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. But don't stop sending requests, because like I said, I'm going to try to get back into this, and that's how I know what y'all want to hear and what I can learn to play for y'all, alright? So today's song is These Days by Gregg, Allman, or Jackson Browne. Jackson Browne wrote the song, Gregg Allman did a version of it, and Jackson Browne liked it so much that he just let Gregg kind of run with it. But they're both great versions of the song, but they're both different in a sense. So what I'm going to do is kind of teach you the basics of how to play the song, and then I would recommend you finding whichever version you like the best. And there may be another artist out there that did a cover of it that you like, but I would recommend you finding whichever version you like the best and kind of taking what you learn here in this video and applying it and trying to play along with that, because I want to say like the composition of each song is a bit different, and the way that Jackson Browne plays it is different than the way Gregg plays it. But I would just, like I said, I'm going to try to show you the basics of how to play the song and do the walk down and the chord shapes and the transitions and stuff. And then I would recommend you find which version you like the best between Gregg Allman and Jackson Browne or some other artist, and try to play along with that. And that'll help you kind of fall into what's comfortable for you and what's natural, all right? So the song starts off with this kind of walk down. Okay? And what we're doing is we're going to use a C chord right here. The chords you're going to need are a C, this funky F chord, and this kind of different looking G chord that you may not be used to. Okay? And what we're doing is we're taking this C chord right here, and we're walking down on the A string, where your third finger is at. And I have my capo on the 2nd fret, but it doesn't really matter where you put your capo, because you're going to play the song the same way wherever you put your capo. But I just put it on the 2nd fret, just, I don't know, for the sake of it, I guess, just to do it. But so we're on this C chord, and we're walking down on the A string, the 5th string, all right? And we're going 3, 2, open, 3, 2, open, all right? And while we're doing that, I'm taking my 2 fingers right here, my pointer and middle finger, and I am pinching the A string where I'm doing the walk down, and I'm also pinching upward or plucking upward on the G and B string, or your 2nd and 3rd string right here, while making this C shape all at the same time. I'll say this isn't necessarily a beginner song, but this is a song that beginners could try to learn to, push themselves and expand their horizons a little bit, all right? But we're going to get through it, I promise. I have faith. So we're going to go. Okay? Alright? And then after we do that, we're going to take this 3rd finger and go up to the 6th string, 3rd fret. So all together we got. Alright? And then what we're going to do is take our thumb and wrap it over the top. Alright? Now, I know some people may not be able to do that, but what we're doing is we're making an F chord. Okay? So what we're doing is, what I do is I take my thumb and wrap it over the top to get that 1st fret F note on the 6th string. And then what I'm doing down here is I got my 1st finger, 2nd fret, 1st fret, 2nd finger, 3rd string. Alright, 1st finger, 2nd string, 1st fret. 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string. 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 4th string. Alright, and on top of that, I've got my thumb over the top, with that bass note for the F chord, that low F note. Alright, and all together that's what it sounds like. And try to keep that E string open. And if you can't do that, you can always just do a standard F bar chord. That'll help. But that low E or that high E won't be open, but it doesn't really matter. It's just really whatever's easiest for you. But what's easiest for me is to do the thumb over the top, and I'll show you why. Because we're doing this walk down right here. So it's just easier to make a transition like that than it is like that. So what we're doing is we're walking down on this A string while doing a C chord. And I'm using my ring finger, middle finger, open, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, thumb over the top, making the F chord. Okay? So, da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay? Well, I've been out walking. I don't do that much talking. I don't do that much talking these days. Sorry, I messed up. Okay? And then after you go do that twice, I've been out walking. I don't do that much talking these days. These days. Then you go to that funky G chord, which looks like this right here. And all we're doing is I keep my first finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret throughout the whole song, just because it's simpler for simplicity's sake. And also, it kind of gives this G chord a cool sound that I like. So that's another reason why I do it. And the way that I'm playing my G chord is no different than the way that we play our normal G chords. Okay? All we're doing is we're taking our middle and ring finger and playing the top 2 strings right here, 6 and 5. Ring finger on 6, middle finger on 5. And then I'm putting my pinky on the high E string down here, little E string of the 3rd fret. So it's a G chord, but we're just leaving that B string up to my 1st finger right here. And I'm putting my 1st finger on the 2nd string, 1st fret. And it gives it that sound. And I like that sound for this song. Okay? So we're going walk down. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. F. Funky G. Okay? Then we go back to our F. And this is the part where he goes, these days I love to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do. Go to a C, for you, to a G. So these days I love to think a lot on this F chord about the things that I forgot to do. To a C, for you, to a G, and then you go back to your walk down. I found a lover. I don't think I'll risk another these days. So all together, this is what you're doing. Walk down. Let me scoot you in a little bit so you can kind of see what my fingers are doing over here. Alright, walk down. Okay. I went out walking. I don't do that much talking these days. These days. These days I love to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do for you. Well, I found a I don't think. Oh, well, actually, these days I love to think a lot about things that I forgot to do for you. And all the times that I had the chance to. Okay? So after he goes, these days I like to think a lot about the things that I forgot to do for you. And then you do the walk down again, and all the times that I had the chance to. You're gonna hang on that F. And then it does a walk down again. I had a lover. I don't think I'll risk another these days. These days. These days I seem to be afraid to live the life that I had made in songs. But it's just 'cause I keep moving. So really, you're just doing the walk down, dun 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 dun, dun 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 dun. G, back to F, C, G, dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. G, back to F, C, G. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so that's basically what you're going to do throughout the whole entire song. And like I said, let me scoot my high-tech camera holder back so you can see my face. So that's basically what you're going to do throughout the whole entire song. And like I said, both versions are different, and kind of probably every version you hear is going to be a little bit different, because Gregg, when he plays it, he does more of a strumming. And Jackson Browne, he's more of a finger picker. So I've kind of developed a hybrid of both that just kind of came natural to me and is comfortable for me. But you just do whatever's comfortable for you. Okay? So you do whatever's comfortable for you. And like I said, just go try to listen to the song as many times as you can. And whichever version you decide. And try to get a feel for the timing of the transitions and the whole composition of the song, because each song is kind of played differently. So it's hard to teach you one specific way to play the song because each time you hear it, it's going to be a little different. So that's just kind of the basics of how to play and the concept of how to play the song. And, like I said, just piddle around with that and find a version you like to play along with and get comfortable with that. And then it'll come to you and it'll be super fun and everybody is going to love it because that's a beautiful song. It really is. But I hope this helps. If you have any more requests for me, just shoot them in a comment, send them to me on Facebook in a message. I've had some of y'all reach out to me on Facebook, which is cool. I try to help y'all out through Facebook if I can. Just keep in touch with me. Y'all take it easy and keep playing and have fun, all right?